So your manifestation coach is likely manipulating you to give up your money, your time, and your energy to fund their lives. And so they are also engaged in a form of destiny swapping. Guys, if you've been hanging out with me, this will be, if you find one of these videos on TikTok or any other platform, you can find them all in an actual a more linear fashion in my list on YouTube. You are going to, this is a series that really you can kind of listen to in the back, kind of like on low while you're doing your work or whatever. But you're going to want to get these concepts in you so that you can begin to change your practices because manifestation, there are times when I will teach you manifestation is a con, especially when you see it in this format, right? And I'll give you some, and I've been giving you examples. And one of the examples that I've been talking about that manifestation is a con right now, and the way that it's being taught to you is full of a bunch of lies that are not going to get you what you want. It's not going to give what you need it to give, which is prosperity and continuity to you and your family. It's just not going to do it. It's because of the things that I've already talked about. And so really quickly, one, you're not in a dimensional context in which you can just speak things into existence without having to take action, amass power and wealth and influence and control to get those things that you've spoken that you want to occur to happen. You have to have power, control, money, wealth, the ability to influence others in this dimensional context to get what you want. And so people have, even your manifestation coach is saying the quiet part out loud because they likely don't know what they're talking about. They're just regurgitating something to you in a context and in a way that you will listen to because you like the fact that the way they look, right? They have the right complexion for you to pay attention to. They have the right they have the right, not just complexion, but they've got pretty privilege. And oh, by the way, they're the correct gender, and they appear in a way that you will look at and you want to see. And that's what your problem is. It's all a manipulation. And if a person isn't showing up authentically, isn't and is having to manipulate you to listen to them, like try to be interesting, yes, but as I've been telling you, the future is authenticity. So as I've been talking to you guys, I try to give you future. And there's coming a point to where the AI is giving you this weird false reality, this perfected look, right? That you'll pay attention to, but it's as AI slop just keeps going and going, it's just going to be the thing that you just sort of scroll through, right? And so people are errantly investing in AI slop and artificiality that's really going to become something that the lower classes will consume but not seek to pay for. I mean, the way that they're going to get it to work is really that you're on the app, that they're stealing your information, and you don't really understand that they're aggregating data on you and getting much more value from you than you are giving to them, because the value in the AI and the AI apps is not in just what's being sold. It's in being able to take your information, package it, and sell it. And use that against you, because that's where if we keep going, that I was trying to explain to you all, you're gonna be discriminated against. People will be walking around, because that's one of the probabilities that you don't want. You'll be walking around, you'll be using your glasses, your lenses, and or if you're dumb enough, you will get the implant. And you will have a constant real-time feed of information about people. So all that social credit score stuff that conservatives were railing against, that Rogan were railing against, and they're like, you got to vote for Trump, you got to vote for conservative. They just created the strong probability that that's going to be. And so people literally will be able to discriminate against you in mass. They'll know who your parent, their trajectory was, their earnings, income, capacity, you, which is a strong determiner of you in the future. And so you trying to get into college based on your own merit and your own hard work, and you're taking the test. No, they already know. They've looked at your parents, they've looked at your family line, they've looked at your health care history, they've looked at your genetics, they've looked at your DNA. They've already decided they're going to write you off. It doesn't matter. And so it's just precog. It doesn't matter what you could achieve, they're going to discriminate against you using all of that data. And if they get far enough along, they'll be able to go generations. So you'll be generationally impoverished. But that's just a projected, I'm going to make it a probability. Because one, it's really just based on what has been communicated. There's no prognostication in this. It's just what companies have been communicating for a while now. If you've been paying attention as to the society that they want mass surveillance, and then they want to be able to discriminate against you because, hey, we've seen generations of your family can only achieve this. Your health outcomes are this. We're not even gonna bother. We're not going to give you a home loan. We're not even going to bother. So it's why I always try to tell people, be very aware of trying to keep whatever home or piece of land that you have. The rich are going to be driving this civilization back to feudalism and slavery faster than you think. And so I've done a lot of discussion about that, which I can tell you, when you get into that system, people are trying to call it the beast system. You've been in the beast system for forever. You just don't realize it. It's been hell for some, and it's been marginal for others, and it's been heaven for very few. And delusion has been piped in and piped on down on such a constant and persistent basis, and the brainwashing goes on and on. You don't understand that the beast is at play, and that's where they're bringing you all now. I don't know if you guys understand that, is that they're changing the game. And they're changing it in a way that they've been fully communicating to you. I don't understand how people have been taken unaware. They've been telling you at a global level, you're going to own nothing and you're going to be happy. That's a rich man's lie. And he's gonna pipe that in, and he's gonna tell you what they've all been. They're gonna use the religion as the opiate to the masses yet again, and they're gonna do it for so many generations, into which you just literally have generations of NPCs who don't know any different. And then what ends up happening is that if we can get back into the manifestation space, because what I'm about to say is going to seem a bit tinfoil hatty, but there are different factions at play that are trying to get humanity to turn out of your belief that oppression, subjugation, mass manipulation is the way to be. The problem is that even the people in the woo-woo spaces won't let go of manipulating and oppressing others in order to get what they want. And so manifestation, then, if I may wrap around to my original topic, manifestation has been reduced to a fraud. It's a fraud. It's a way of getting you to become focused on getting only what you want. Right? There are some people trying to manifest a better reality for all people. And then there are the masses who want to be selfish degenerates who oppress others and manipulate others in order to get what they want. And what they are not realizing is that the thing that's making them miserable, the things that are making them miserable and the oppressive systems that they're making them miserable, they're upholding. Because they've shortchanged the creation of a better future for an easier present just for themselves. And so if you do not begin to grasp the fact that your actions affect everybody else, no matter how small your reign and how much power you have, And because if you don't start realizing that, you don't start realizing that human beings in this dimensional context are being forced to live a life in which they have to work together. Together. Do you realize that in order to create a better present for, hold on for the next video.